know why, but you are watching the Madness Comic Network. Are you mental?
Well, are you?
Who am I, you ask? I was created in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by the waste of a dying world. I was bestowed with an insurmountable task: bring peace after decades of death, persecution, and chaos. I am a grandchild of war, destined to help two camps which hate has fueled for far too long. Surprisingly, I am not alone. Have an odd bunch to make the road a little more bearable. Come with me, to bring hope where there was despair, respect where there was resentment, creativity where there was destruction. I am Pinocchio, and this is my story.
It's Flip City Magazine, The Parodies, Special Edition, with savage send-ups of The Walking Dead, Star Trek Picard, Stranger Things, The Mandalorian, Guardians of the Galaxy, and more from the first 4 years of Flip City. Get Flip City The Parodies free when you subscribe in print at flipcitymag.com. The world's best satire magazine, and never, ever woke.
Dragon's flight, a psychic sword cuts through the night, a fiery heart standing ready to fight. Southern nights, they rise and soar, God in the south, yeah, they're ready to roar. From the shadows to the shining lights, that they'll protect you day and night. Southern nights.
Oh, RJ, I don't like the way that one ends. It just cuts off, man. It just cuts off on you. You're not ready to get the next one in there. Give us a little lead out on those, bro.
in the heart of a major city, in a place raised to honor Earth's past protectors, the world will again learn, sometimes, superpowered intrigue doesn't stop at the grave. Galaxy Memorial Park, Volume 1, beginning crowdfunding Memorial Day 2025.
Yeah, all that stuff. All that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. Holy crap. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Take a breath, Pops.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Hey, since my trailer was just played a second ago for Galaxy Memorial Park, I'm currently starting my my official first page of issue 3 that I'm penciling, and so I had to lay out the issue, and I'm reminded again, like, Jay wrote a great story. You know, it's going to be, forget what you think about my artwork. Jay wrote a good story.
I have a question for you.
Okay, go for it.
Do you want to watch the game together on Sunday?
Ooh, we could, even though, even I might shut it off early. I mean, I seriously might, bro, because fucking, we got no offensive line. Our Grubb, our offensive coordinator, might be one and done. They're saying now, and
I'm just looking at it in this way. Usually on Pilled, I can find somebody broadcasting the game,
right.
and if somebody's already broadcasting it, we just pop in the chat and watch or whatever. But if nobody is, then I think we should broadcast the game on Pilled.
We can do that, sure.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not a fanatic where I'll be talking all kinds of shit, you know, and I won't be talking shit after. Like, if you don't talk shit beforehand, you ain't got no right to talk shit afterwards.
I talk shit about my own team.
That's what I'm saying.
You see,
Like,
I mean, I criticize my own coaches and my own team. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, you hear me say, I never talk about the other team.
right.
It's like, I mean, if it's the Packers, because my mom and stepdad were both Packers fans, and me and my little brother were both Vikings fans, because we were born in Minnesota, 2 Wisconsinites, right? So, you know, there was that healthy family rivalry, the kids versus the parents. And we got it twice and sometimes 3 times a year. We got to have that big game between the Packers and the Vikings, right? It was, you know, sometimes the kids won money. It was good.
My son tried that with me for a couple of years. He tried to remember when Terrell Owens joined the Eagles and they went to the Super Bowl, and he had a Deshaun Jackson jersey for Philadelphia, and he grew out of it though. He came back around.
Look, the Eagles, I hate to say this, but your fans ruin it for everybody. Okay, look, I have a dude that's a Minnesota Highway Patrolman. That's a friend of mine that I've known since fucking middle school, right? He goes to Vikings games, and I'm just waiting for somebody to give dude a hard time in Eagle Stadium and watch their ass get cuffed and racked.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Granted, he doesn't have jurisdiction, but I'll bet he's got friends. I bet he's got friends there. You know what I mean? It's like, look, I've been a fan of a lot of different teams and used to go to a lot of games. And man, friendly jabs, that's one thing. Throwing beer at each other and starting to brawl in the stands, stay home and watch the game. Just stay home. Spare everybody else that bullshit.
Yep.
So,
And going back to your buddy as a cop, my uncle, he always carried his badge, and even my uncle that was a fire chief down in Lewiston always carried his badge. He's like, just my uncle Marvin was down in Mexico, had his badge on him, got pulled over by some locals wanting to extort him a little bit, and all he did was just pull out his badge, had it right there in his lap while he was talking to the guy, and the guy's like, "Oh, see, you're later, senor." You know, go on, no problems.
See, and it's like if you don't have something like that and you go to that stadium, somebody throw a cup of piss on you, man, if you're wearing your team's colors. And look, that's not what the sportsmanship and camaraderie of sports rivalries is supposed to be about.
Right.
It's not supposed to be about catching the dude outside and beating his ass. It's supposed to be about sharing a beer and enjoying a freaking football game.
Right. And realizing that guy probably has his feelings are hurt because his team lost. Don't fucking rub it in.
Well, I mean, even when they win, I mean, either way, the Phillies fans are just really bad to visiting fans. And it's like, come on, man, this is about fucking having a good time. Sports is supposed to be fun. Right? It ain't just like comedy. It's supposed to be fun, people. It ain't supposed to be about hating somebody because they like that team. Hating somebody because they like that political candidate, whatever. Quit hating people for the wrong fucking reasons. You know, I mean, if somebody comes at you and they're an asshole, you have every right to dislike them. But for what they like, come on, man, you're starting to get into that association thing and that guilt by association thing, and that just damages people that have nothing to do with your problem. Yep. You know what I mean? It's like nothing. Yeah, you're an Eagles fan. Great. I appreciate loving your team. I love my team. But I don't hate your team. I don't hate your team. I don't hate the people that like your team until they come at me stupid.
Right.
Now we're going to have a problem. You see? And now you see what I'm saying? It's like, don't create a problem, people. Have a good time at the football game. Welcome fans from other cities to the brotherly love.
Right.
This is the part that kills me. This is supposed to be the city with open arms. And you motherfucker done trash that. Every time I hear city of brotherly love, I think not at Eagles Stadium.
Don't ask Santa Claus. Do not ask Santa Claus about Eagles Stadium. I realize that was a long time ago and we're dating ourselves, but you could almost say that's when I first noticed.
Now, see, look, I did it for the Flyers. Hockey's a brawling sport. I expected the Flyers to fight, and Flyers fans to be that because that's what it is. Football's football. What's up, Max? Link's up there if you want to pop in. Did I drop the link? Or did I not drop the link? Yeah. Link's right there if you want to hop in, man. We're just hanging out today. There's no real topic. Oh, I do have an issue, though. I have the ultimate director's cut of the Warriors.
Ooh, yes.
My issue is that the only thing that's different about this movie than the one you see is the comic panel fade in and fade outs. Before a scene, it'll be the comic panels from the comic, and then it'll fade to the live action. And at the end of the scene, it'll fade out of the live action to the panel of the comic where that scene ended. There's nothing extra in here, guys. It kind of bummed me out. I was like, ultimate director, does that mean some of the shit that hit the floors in there? I want to see that, right?
I want to see it.
Nope.
No.
I have two other issues, though.
You get 5 extra minutes for fucking 20 extra bucks.
I do have two other issues, Levi.
Okay.
One of these I got to read yesterday.
Nice, right?
The Eternal. Brian and Vince White, right?
Good looking book.
Dude, I like the story. I like where they're going with it. And then I knew about this, but I had kind of forgotten because I get caught up in way too much. I got too much going on.
Dude,
But Crom made the cut. He's on the, I hate this thing.
Right.
Down there in the corner.
Yep, hold it right there.
Over here. Damn it.
It was there. It was on screen.
I'm fixing that, man.
He's lower left, so he would be.
That stupid virtual background shit. I was showing Lori that earlier. I was like, man, it's like in Karen's basement. You can show the book.
It's got to be. It's got to
You
be
see
the
what I'm
neon.
saying? If
Yeah.
I go to Karen's basement, then I can show the book. See, there you got a little Crom, right? It's
Thing is that-
Crom. He is on the parahuman watch list. The bad guys are watching Crom, right? Yo, right? Ho, 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 ho.
What up?
How's it going, Max?
What's happening
Good.
in Chicago? What's up in Chicago?
Well, snowing.
Hey, watch out for these guys, Max. This band, the Lunatics Fringe, they're
Yeah.
based in Chicago.
Okay.
Dude, watch out for them if you see them live somewhere.
Yeah.
Hell, man, maybe I might even slide into town for the weekend and
There
fucking
you go.
and go see them guys. Because, dude, I had Mr. Fringe. Mr. Fringe is on Fourth Wall Interviews next week.
Nice.
Okay, because these guys, not just a band, they have graphic novels, all kinds of shit. They live in character, right? Mr. Fringe is part of the band,
Okay.
but he's also in the comic book. You know what I mean? It's like he's like, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So interviewed him yesterday on Fourth Wall, and it's really hard to do Fourth Wall with somebody you already know
Yeah.
because you break character a lot. Oh yeah, what about the oops? Not supposed to talk about that. You know what I mean? And I don't edit these shows. I want them to be fun. I want you guys to see everything happens in these shows. You know, so that one breaks character a little bit, but it's because I already know the whole story, and it's hard to act like you don't know what's going on when you know what's going on. You know what I mean? So, but there will be some new music. He dropped me a couple of tracks from their new CD to play at the end of the show. You guys can check that out, listen to some music, because, you know, dude, all kinds of new stuff. I don't know. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but we have a hip hop show on the network now.
Wow.
It's hip hop and sports. Ivory Andreas out of Phoenix and his buddy D, and Ivory's like a hip hop historian and a rapper himself.
Yeah.
Organized, he's
Cool.
emceed events, all kinds of shit, right? So the first show was really good. Tonight's the second episode. They'll be gearing up for this ASU college football playoffs because they're out of Phoenix. So
Yeah.
the next episode
you
we
got
might
them
get some. Next episode we might get to talk to some hotties at ASU. You never know.
Yeah, got some skin in the game.
It's all, yeah, dude. We're just having fun, man. I've been adding all kinds of stuff. Rob Williams Art debuted his show this morning on the net.
Yep.
You know, so
Rob's a cool guy.
dude,
So I was playing with Chat GPT today. Apparently, I'm the CEO of Merck Publishing.
what the fuck?
And Mary Machine Gun is published by Merck Publishing.
Yeah, but you're, you know, it's like, oh man, that gets harsh. I wonder.
So AI will lie to you.
I wonder who I am on ChatGPT. Because you know I'm Santa Pops, the founder of Fun.
Yep.
The founder of Fun this week. That's who I am.
But I asked that Gronk thing on Twitter and fucking because I haven't uploaded a picture of myself on there. It just used some fucked up chibi version of my avatar. You know, here you are. I'm like, dude, that cartoon.
Then we start arguing with him. That ain't me. That's Donald Duck, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I like what Doc does. Doc gets it to call itself a liar. Doc twists it around in circles and gets it to admit it lied. Gets it to admit it lied to you.
Well, it's funny because, like, if you actually ask it what is Atrocity Press, it'll tell you that we do Mary Machine Gun, Neo Tokyo, and Human Hunters, and all this different things. But then if you ask who Max DeVille is, it says he's the CEO and founder of Merck Publishing. And I'm like, well, I wish I was. They make a lot more money than I do. I'd take Miss Meow any day.
Oh, yeah. So did I even share this out anywhere? I ain't paying attention to nothing today. Yeah, I got whacked yesterday, Max. I got whacked yesterday with 11 hours of no internet.
Oh shit.
All that does to me is put me a day behind on everything.
Yeah. Well, I used to have Xfinity over here,
That's what
and like
happened.
they keep shutting it down from like 6 a.m. till 6 in the afternoon while they do some sort of line maintenance or something around here. So I canceled that shit
Yeah,
and went with this
that's what
sound
happened.
company, and it's much better.
They were doing something. I don't know what they were doing, but they had the road all tore up down the road piece, and but I mean, for me, it's like all that does is set me a day behind on everything because I didn't get nothing done yesterday. Now I have to figure out a way to replay these shows, get them in the schedule. I got to, just everything I was supposed to do yesterday that I couldn't.
Yep.
You know,
Can't do it when you don't have any internet, man.
hey, when
Well,
your
Pop-
whole thing relies on the internet, everything.
Yeah.
Your whole thing. There's nothing I can do for the network without internet. Not a fucking thing. You know, it's man.
Can't even watch Netflix when you're bored.
No, but the thing I can do is read comics.
That's true.
So I knocked off my whole reader pile yesterday. Plus, read The Watchmen again.
The whole thing?
Yeah, well, I was out for 11 hours.
No, that's true.
You know, no.
I don't know how big your reading list was because I know you had a big pile of it before.
Yeah,
So
I went through all of it, and and then this morning, although you won't really know about it until the future, okay? Because we taped Lori's Tuesday morning brew this morning
yep.
for Christmas Eve because obviously she's not going to be there for Christmas
Oh
Eve.
yeah.
So I unboxed a Christmas Eve
Oh, nice.
gift to myself from my pile, which I'm not going to make y'all wait till Christmas Eve. Here it is. It's Big John's Heroic Tales.
Cool.
It's Heroic Tales. And this thing really looks good. I opened it up, took a little look on the inside. This book really looks good. Just like what Levi said, it's like hot dog, production value. Dude went out of his way to make sure this shit looked good.
It's so Seattle fans, Ken Griffey Jr., Seattle Mariners. First up at bat, Ken Griffey Jr. walks up and slams it out of the fucking park. Your first hit in baseball, right?
It's. I mean, I haven't read it yet because I just opened it. From paging through it, I'm just the first page I opened up to, the art just went. Oh,
Yeah,
you put out good. Yeah.
So what'd you guys think of the Superman trailer?
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't?
I actually liked it.
To me, honest, I mean, it's the most promising thing DC has put out in a long time. Let's put it that way.
Good.
I mean, I don't think it's going to be very good. But
Right.
it's the most promising thing DC has done in a while.
Right.
But see, you know what happens to trailers, Max? Well, that shit either ends up on the cutting room floor on the extended version, or it's the best scene in the whole freaking movie, and they already spoiled it.
Yep. It's just like, what was it? That Star Wars about the movie about the girl Jen Erso. What was that one? She was getting the thing. It was like a war movie. What the hell was it?
Rogue
One. Yeah, Rogue One. And you watch the trailer for that, and it had like she's standing on that bridge, and this big fucking TIE fighter shows up. Not in the movie. I'm like, come on.
And that's what I mean. It's like I don't watch trailers because I'm always disappointed. Either what they showed me isn't there, or that was the highlight of the show. And it's like, okay, well, the trailer kind of gave that away, So I actually avoid trailers, Max, like the plague. I really do.
I enjoyed it because crypto is in it. To be honest with you,
yeah,
that was it. And
that's going to be the new Baby Yoda, maybe, man.
That's it right there. James Gunn, Groot, Rocket Raccoon. He knows how to do that spot in the story of the animal.
Right. Okay, I give you that.
You learned it from doing movies for Trauma. Didn't he do Romeo and Juliet or something?
Tromeo, yeah. Tromeo,
Can't believe he did.
Oh, I gotta
I
check.
mean, it's
Phil.
funny how he starts out as like doing trauma movies where he's like not making any money and he just jumps into Marvel movies and he makes $1 billion.
Yeah, yeah. I
Need to
just
do that.
I forgot we were broadcasting the pills, so I had to come over here and check and see if anybody's watching over here.
Anybody there?
Just me. Just me now. Oh man. I'm trying to talk them guys into adding a category.
What's that?
Hold on.
Comics?
Pilled is another platform we broadcast to.
Yeah. But I mean, what category are you trying to get him to add? Comics
pop
or what?
culture. I want them
Okay.
to add a pop culture category because all of our shit would fall under that. It's not a hangout.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it is. It's everything is miscellaneous hangout or cinema.
Hmm.
And I'd rather we just had one pop culture thing for all our comics and all the crafty stuff and everything that, you know. I mean, pop culture, just one category for us.
Pop
Trust me,
culture.
I'll use that.
Pops culture.
And there's a lot of other people on the channel or on the platform that do, you know, movies and stuff. And yeah, I know there's a cinema category, but not everything in movies is cinema. Some of it is pop culture, you know. Some of it is pulp fiction. It's like it, but you know, it needs a category. So
I just watched that movie 2 days ago.
yeah.
Pulp
Now
Fiction.
that's one of the movies I can just replay in my head. I
Yep.
mean, I can watch it.
I watched it the other day. I haven't seen it in years. So I was like, I'll watch it again because I own it on Amazon Movies or whatever it is, Prime
Right.
Video. I own it, so I was like, I'll watch it again.
You own it as long as you got internet.
Yeah, as long as I have the internet. I mean, I bought a bunch of movies on Amazon Prime thing. Then I was like, why am I doing this? Because I already own all these on Blu-ray.
Yeah. I mean, I pretty much watch what's free. There's so much on Roku to watch, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm never at a loss for finding something.
you can always find something to watch on a Roku, so
Yep.
you're good to go there. I mean, what did I watch the other day? I found Ranma 1/2 on there, and I was pretty impressed with that. Like they played the old ones too, and I was like, hey, impressive. I guess they're doing a new one, or they've done more or something of that now. So I'll have to check it out.
I don't know.
That was always my favorite anime manga thing when I was younger.
Yeah, I just been. I mean, mostly for me, I'm going backwards. Like I'm watching Kung Fu,
Yeah.
Sliders. All those old
Sliders was
shows
a
that
great
I-
show, man.
Well, that's a good show, yeah.
All them shows I used to love when I was young when they came out. The ones that Max, what kind of shows did you make sure you were there for every fucking week? You didn't miss it.
Well, let's see. There was mostly it was mostly like the late 80s or early 90s when I was doing that type of stuff. So it was the X-Files, Unsolved Mysteries, Married with Children. I had to watch that shit all the time.
Yes. There was a few, man. Like, I mean, even up to as recent as, not that long, 10 years ago, when they had the network shows that there was no streaming. There was no, you get to binge watch it. It's like you had to be there on Tuesday at 8:00.
Or you missed that shit until it was reran.
Reruns, right?
Summertime hours.
Yeah.
In summer.
The last one that I watched every network episode of was Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
I did not miss it. I did not miss it. It was like, I'm going to be there. The one before that was 24.
Yeah, I watched that one too.
I had to, you couldn't miss 10 minutes of that show because you were
Yeah, you missed the whole fucking thing. You'd be in trouble.
So, I mean, there's that's missing. That's missing now. It's like now they come out, you get 10 episodes at once, fucking, it's like there's no there's no gather around the TV once a week with your people to watch something.
Yeah, I remember when when you were younger, you'd like take a piss and try to beat the commercials on the way back. You'd be running in the living room, diving onto the couch.
Yeah.
Running
All right,
around
I got
the
my
fucking
pizza.
kitchen, grabbing a soda and a sandwich real fast. And yeah.
Yeah. Trying to fix your cereal bowl. Yep.
Kids will never know that shit nowadays. It's
No.
pause TV.
And it is funny because we used to have to wait a week for the next episode of every show we watch.
See, that was one of the things I was talking to Hart about, though, is that like with streaming versus network television, like network television, the shows were written to go in waves because like it would, you would arc up the story to the commercial break. And
Right.
so you had like a bunch of rises and falls in the action or the drama or suspense or whatever. But with streaming shows, it's just like one long hour-long thing,
Yeah.
and you don't have that anymore. So a lot of people just kind of tune out and just kind of quit.
Yeah.
It's almost worse because as the show builds, your bladder gets fuller. Right?
Yep.
And then by the time you get to the apex of that story, you're like, fuck, I gotta pause it, go take a
In
piss.
streaming, though, you can hit pause. You can do that. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I wear my pause button out because I'll be watching something, I'll get a message. You know what I mean? I wear my pause button out because I'm always getting distracted by something. Kids, dogs, fucking whatever. So yeah, my pause button gets worn out on the stream and stuff. But like I said, the thing I love about it's being able to go back and relive some of them old fucking shows, man, like Kung Fu, dude.
Mhm.
Look, it was badass when it came out, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
David Carradine. He
And
was-
now it's like you can see the kind of corny behind it, and you know what I mean. It's like
Yeah, so
David
some of
Carradine-
those shows from the 80s, though, were pretty fucking bad. I remember the first time I was in Germany, when I first came from the army, I came to Germany to be there, and I got there at like 2 o'clock in the morning or something. So there wasn't anything to do. So I sat in the day room and watched AFN, which is the Armed Forces Network, which is the Army's TV station.
Yeah.
And they had Knight Rider was coming up. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, I remember that show. That shit was great. It came on and I'm watching it. I'm like, what the fuck is this garbage? This show sucks. It's so bad. Why did I like this?
Were you stationed in Germany?
I was.
Okay, David Hasselhoff, right? Germany. He's a
Yep.
big star.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's huge
huge
over there.
stuff. Why do they like him so much, Mac?
I have no clue, man. Maybe because he was drunk eating hamburgers.
Baywatch? What? I mean, what? Why? Knight Rider? It's
did-
not like dude was.
Super cool. I mean, I guess when you got anybody that comes out of a country that like kind of made it that no one else does, I mean, it's like, okay, we got to latch onto that guy.
Because Hasselhoff also takes credit for the fall of the Berlin Wall. He had an album, I guess, that was huge over there.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that was the Scorpions, and it's like Hasselhoff. No, it was me, man.
Had nothing to do with Ronald Reagan.
Yeah. Crazy shit. Crazy
The
shit.
fucking Soviet Union falling apart had nothing to do with it. David Hasselhoff single-handedly took down the Soviet Union's economy
That's
by
it.
releasing an album.
By releasing an album. And it was just, oh my goodness, it wasn't as good as the Scorpions song.
Yeah, so hung out with Lori this morning, got a little bit of stuff done. You
I
know,
haven't talked to Lori in a long time.
dude, she's busy. I mean, busy. Hell, I mean, she's doing 2 shows on the network.
Yeah.
She's doing her comic. She does shows for the Anyone network. She's like, man, she's just busy. She's always doing something, helping somebody out. You know, I mean, she does. I don't send her big projects, but she does all my short, small editing stuff. Like, you know, can you splice this together for me?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she's invaluable to the network. I know that.
I haven't. I haven't really. I mean, really, I kind of just took a hiatus for like a year
Yeah.
because I was like homeless for a while. It kind of just didn't work out real well there for a while. I mean, I was bouncing around from different place to different place, couch surfing and doing different shit. So, but now everything's good. I'm back in a solid location and everything's good to go.
Is that Hart's house?
It's Hart's old house, what he grew up in. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. He had offered me to go there a while back, and it was like
Yeah.
he was saying that there was a lot of work to be done, and I was like, man, I got surgery, and I got issues that would interfere with that. I wouldn't
Yeah.
know.
There's.
You know,
It was. I mean, as you can see, this room is kind of trashed, but it's where I took everything and threw. This is the office room. I just took all the stuff and tossed it in here because his mom. It was his mom's house, so she's kind of a. She was an older lady, so she's kind of a hoarder, and because she got old and couldn't do a whole lot, so
yeah.
I've been going through everything, trying to get rid of it all, and big pain in the ass to throw away everything. There's like over 1,000 magazines or like catalogs in this house, and I'm like, God, get rid of this stuff. Come on. Then the recycler guy wouldn't take my recycling because the water bill was screwed up, and I'm like, come on, let's get this shit going. Finally got everything squared away though, so we're good to go. The trash is slowly depleting, and we got one of those plastic soft dumpster things that you can get from like Home Depot.
Right.
You're just gonna throw everything in there, and then it ends up costing like $225 for having them come pick it up, and I'm like, I'll just let the city come do a bulk pickup. Fuck that, that's free.
See, that's the problem with them great big cities. You can't just take shit to the dump. You can't just do, I mean, it's like everything is all so overregulated because there's so many people they got to deal with.
Especially in a left-wing bastion like Chicago, man. I mean, shit has been Democrat run for what, 100 years?
Something like that.
What about the weed laws there, Max? What do you got?
Completely legal, man.
Okay.
I've been the dispensary is like 3 blocks from my house, so I go there all the fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
Had to go buy some 420 cleaner so I could clean my bong out because it got all
what
dirty.
you do now, Max, is go in there and you ask them if they want to sell your books.
Well, there's actually a comic book shop that's like right across the main Western Avenue here.
Okay,
I'm
hit
go
them
there,
both.
talk to them
just
after
saying,
Christmas, and
we just like back in the day when you had Freak Brothers and shit in the head shops. We got to get mixed back into the dispensary.
Oh yeah, and that's. I mean, there's one guy's doing that like out in
California and Colorado.
Yeah, California, Washington, Oregon, those areas.
We got to bring that to the Midwest though, where we got legal, like Michigan and Chicago, and places where it's legal here.
I really wish that these dispensaries would just kind of they would allow smaller businesses to sell the weed, so you could actually have like old school head shops that sell weed. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
because all these dispensaries, like you go into them and they're all like trying to look like doctors' offices and all space aged and clean and all this shit. I'm like, dude, you sell weed. Okay?
The one I go to, you walk in and there's a mural with Cheech and Chong and Snoop and everybody on it, dude. That's the first thing you see on the wall, right? It's like, and that's the dude, the goat, and they're good dude, man. Sent me a box full of shit, it's like. So I made a commercial for him, and I mean,
yeah, I gotta meet the owner for the dispensary. I gotta do that, and then there's around the corner also there's a thing called the Lyric Theater, and they do second run movies there, and I want to do some stuff with them because I used to do the Grindhouse channel, So I got a whole bunch of sleazy films that I could be playing there for people to watch.
That reminds me, Max, because you used to do the Grindhouse channel.
Mm-hmm.
When we get the Roku up and running, I want independent film to be a part of that as well. So anything you want to play as a like once or a weekly, you like put up a movie every week or something.
Yeah, we can do that for sure.
Max's movies, whatever you want to do, bro.
Yeah,
You know?
that'd be cool, man. We could do that. I could just broadcast it through StreamYard.
Exactly. And
You know, here in Washington State, we still have pot shops and head shops because the stupid law is it can't be anything that would entice a child. So
Yeah.
labeling's got to be kind of bland. You can't they can't get away with stickers really that much. So the head shops still sell the bongs, the pipes, you know, the incense, magazines, shit like that. They can't even sell their own. Yeah, you'd like get this.
269, baby. You send me a hat pin. That's
Yeah.
269 cannabis.
In fact, they got when they do promotional stuff, they still have to charge you 5 cents here in Washington State.
Wow.
Like you accumulate enough points, you get a free bong or something.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, yeah, it's not free. I technically got to charge you 5 cents. Pay the fucking state. You know?
Yeah. I mean, here it's like I don't have a Illinois driver's license yet, right? So I can only buy 14 grams per day. And I'm like,
Per
I
day.
can't buy it.
You can
I
only
can't buy an ounce. Come on, man. What the
Right.
hell
only
kind of
buy
rule is this?
14 grams. Like, yeah, man, I'll be back next week for 14 more.
But
Yeah.
I'm super happy that the prices are coming down. I mean, like in Washington State, you can get an ounce for like $30-$35, but here it's still $110. You
Yeah.
know.
But
Yeah.
see, one of the things the thing I like is I can go there and I can get a gram of this, a gram of that, gram of that, gram of that, gram. Spend $20, have 6 grams a week.
Yeah.
Because some of them are $3, some are $4, some are $5, but they're all good. It's fucking, you know, they're not selling no dirt weed.
Mix
So
and match.
Well, you'd be surprised. I mean, some of those reefers, man, you come by, like I'm looking through the website and it's like 12% THC. And I'm like, I completely understand that THC is not the end all be all of the weed. It's the terpene profile that's the important part.
Mhm.
But still, 12% or 30%. Which one are you going to go with?
I don't think our people deal with anything under 20, actually. I mean, everything I've seen is 21, 22, 24, 20.
I've seen 12% here. I've seen 11 or 10%, 10.25%.
How much are they selling that for, man?
It's dirt cheap though.
Yeah,
I mean
okay.
it's the cheap weed, so it's like the low shelf stuff, you know, kind of like the liquor store, I guess. You can get the plastic vodka bottles.
Yeah. Washington State, the laws pretty much did away with what I'd call the specialty growers and stuff like that. The small ops. We had like
those little farms.
Yeah, with 3 stages, and stage tier 3 ended up just gobbling up all the tier 1, 2s, and 3s, and now we have just massive weed corporations, and the prices just hit the floor. Like I'm like, are you kidding me? That's a decent ounce of Blue Dream for $35.
Yep. Because my buddy Warren, you probably know Warren Brown.
Yeah.
He lives in Oregon. And he was like, man, it's like $32 for a fucking ounce here. And I'm like, well, it's $132 for an ounce here, man.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed also, 2 dispensaries within a half mile from each other, right? One, the most expensive gram of weed they sell is $7. The other one has $9 to $10 top shelf weed. It's the same fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. There's only one dispensary close to my house. I mean, there's another one that's like kind of like, I don't know, like 12 miles away or something. But I mean, going 12 miles in Chicago actually takes like 30, 45 minutes, man. It's ridiculous.
You can almost walk it. You can almost walk it as fast as you drive it.
5 minutes. Google says the closest one to me is a 5-minute walk. The second closest one is a 15-minute walk on the same road, down just a little bit, and then the third one is at least a mile down the road the other way.
All right, we live in a small town, right? There are 8 of them within like 3 miles on the same road on 131. There's like 8 of them motherfuckers.
It's like Weed Row or something.
You guys still have the requirements, like it's got to be so much space between it and a school, or
they got all those.
There ain't no schools by the freeway, and they're all on the, not the freeway, the highway, county road. They're all on that county road, right?
It's only. I mean, I think it's in Illinois. It's only like so many couple hundred meters or something like that. But because there's a school like that my kid goes to. It's like just 2 blocks from here. I mean, everything in this area is just like a couple blocks away. You know,
Right.
I mean, they've got everything close to you. But I mean, it's 12 miles to Midway from here. Takes me 48 minutes to drive
Yeah. Fuck that.
because you got to stop every block at a stop sign or a stoplight, and traffic's all heavy. People drive
Yep.
all crazy here. They're just road ramming and fucking jumping in and out of traffic, and I'm like, hey, slow down.
Mac's gonna have himself a little buggy with a horse here pretty soon.
Come from a small town, you're not used to all that tailgating in the big city. Like if you don't jump in that spot, like
Yeah, if you don't get in, you're done.
you're
Yeah,
done.
I did a lot of driving in Atlanta, so I'm okay with it. So, I'll just jump right in there. But
No, it's the same way with me when I drive clear across the state to Seattle. I'm like, who are these crazy fucking people? Like, yeah.
when we went to Seattle, we just walked. I mean, we walked everywhere because it was just I didn't want to drive. we went to El Corazon, which is a music venue, and it was like I don't know, like 6 miles away, but we still walked there.
I got a little
On the way back, we had to take a taxi because we were too drunk to walk.
I got a little proposition for you, Max. Instead of waiting until Roku,
Mm-hmm.
we could start doing once a week Max's movie on Pilled on the network
Yeah.
and get
I
people used to seeing it.
Yeah, well, let me do. I gotta dig through my old hard drive here and find all my video or my movies and stuff. But
And, once a week, just give me something, man. We'll fucking play it on Pilled, and we'll build an audience for the show, so that when we do go to Roku, you will already have some people want to watch it.
Yeah.
That are already following what you're doing.
I've got hundreds of public domain movies, so we're good there. A bunch of horror stuff.
Anything you want. I mean, you can
Euro sleaze, all that stuff, man. I got it all.
You can even rebrand the Grindhouse.
Yeah, could.
I mean,
it was fun running the Grindhouse channel until Roku screwed me, man. Because they had like some people had run through some program, it like strips the URLs for the streaming thing out of it, and then they attached it to a private channel. And Roku's ads are fed through the Roku app, so if like they're not on your app, then you don't get the ad ran. So they're running these movies for free on their private channel, so everyone's doing that instead of watching it on my channel. But the analytics show that the plays are happening, so my clients are like, "Where's our ad revenue?" And I'm like, "I'm not getting any." And I tell Roku, and they're like, "Well, there's nothing we can do about it." And I'm like, "Whatever, I'm done."
So they have somewhat fixed that now, right?
Yeah, they fixed it now, but I mean, they didn't fix it, and they didn't seem to care. I really think they wanted me off their platform because I was the largest streaming service that wasn't corporate owned.
There you go.
So I wasn't buying a bunch of ads from Roku.
Yep.
So they wanted to get rid of me because, I mean,
hey Roku, if we get big, we'll buy some ads from you. The
they
ones
actually
you want to play.
they actually deleted my channel once because they said we were running pornography, and it was actually a different Grindhouse channel thing. And I was like, it's a completely different channel, guy. And they're like, oh, sorry. I'm like, yeah, that just tells me you want to get rid of me.
Yeah.
Didn't even ask me to explain anything or anything like that. But when we put the Grindhouse channel on Amazon, because we put it on Amazon Fire for a little bit, and it just didn't work. But Amazon was like, they denied the channel. They're like, you have shows or you have movies like I Spit on Your Grave on your channel, and that's it's against our policy. I'm like, and I went to Amazon Prime Video, looked up I Spit on Your Grave. There it is. Screen capped it. Sent it to them. Like, you guys got the movie on your own shit. They're like, okay. And they put it on there.
Sorry. See, that's why I hate all automated algorithm-driven bullshit.
Yeah.
I hate it all.
Yeah.
I even cussed out Elon on X the other day about it. It's like, look, man, algorithms versus free speech. If your algorithm is boosting or suppressing what somebody says, is it really free speech?
Yep.
Okay, and the only people is it's like I say something on X, and the people that follow me should all see it and have the ability to
Interact. Yeah.
interact with it. And if you're suppressing that because of a phrase used or a word used, is it really free speech?
Yeah, I notice on X all the time, everything's got like asterisks in the name. Like if it says dead, it's like DE asterisk D. And I'm like, yeah,
The
see, that
only
tells you that.
algorithm that should be rolling on X, the only algorithm should be rolling on X is shit is looking for CP, sex trafficking, yeah, fucking. I want algorithms that fucking target those motherfuckers so that they get caught. Okay,
The only
that's
thing I
the
get on
only
X
algorithm we run.
anymore is I get news stuff occasionally, and then it's nothing but a bunch of thirst trap bitches trying to get you to go to their own man.
Mhm.
All my X is anymore, so I don't even go on there very much.
Well, I mean, mine is still just it's our shows, it's campaigns, it's just like the YouTube or just like my Facebook group. That's
Yeah.
what I try to do with my ex. Obviously, sometimes people say something that trigger me, and I will go off, and
I
But
never engage on X. I just read it because if I get in an argument, it'll be bad.
you see, but this is the whole thing. I don't want to argue. I just say my piece and be done with it. I don't carry that shit on for months. I say my piece and that's it, right? Mike Barron taught me that. You get one shot, Pops. You get one shot at him. That's it. Then you got to shut up. So make it good. So now I sit and think about it. So,
It was like
you
the
know,
last time I engaged on X was Ethan Van Sciver. Actually, he was talking about how he's doing all these different things, and his wife's got was it a ALS or whatever? And I was like, okay, dude, how about you quit sitting on your fucking computer all night long, streaming to fucking nobodies, and maybe you spend some time with your fucking dying wife, jackass.
Yep. I mean, look, he's a YouTuber. He's a YouTuber. He's I mean, he's a part-time comic artist and a full-time YouTuber.
Yeah.
Okay, you call it like it is.
I mean, he makes his money off of YouTube, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
he makes tons of money off of that shit with the super chats and selling his comic books and fighting with Eric July. But
And if every time, just think about your comic, Max. Okay, think about if Mary Machine Gun, the first time you did it, and every time you wanted to do something new, a new cover or new something, you did another catch up, another second chance, another third chance, and keep dragging out actually delivering on the book.
Yeah.
Until
I
you've
remember
made $1 million. And it's like, dude, you spend some of that money, print the fucking books, put them in a Gemini, and get them out. Hire people to do it. You're making money, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the dollars, so he can pay to do it.
I'm watching people that make $5,000 on a campaign putting out more fucking pages than you, bro.
Yeah.
And getting them in people's hands. So you're not convincing me with your way of doing this, because I'm waiting forever if I'm expecting something from Ethan, no matter what it is.
Yeah, he actually showed up on Larry's show once when I was on there, and I was like, hey, so if I ordered Cyberfrog when I was a freshman in high school, I get it when I'm a senior? He's like, yeah, I guess.
I can't look. Get your book out. Get it in the fans' hands. Just like I tell everybody else that doesn't make $1 million. Get your book out. Get it in people's hands. That's the quickest way to establish the interest for the next one.
Well, I mean, if you're supposed to be the new thing, I mean, and you can't deliver within 3 years, you're in trouble. That's not the new thing. That's just flash in the pan bullshit.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you spending the money on? It just doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Y'all buying dudes, you're making dudes mortgage payment every month.
Bought a house, I know that.
You're making dudes mortgage payment every month, but you ain't getting books in your hands but once a year, once every 2 years or whatever, but but you're paying this mortgage payment every month, people.
Yep.
You know, I mean, it's. I guess if you love him that much, you know, go ahead and spend your money how you want, obviously. But, damn, man, I can't think of any like people I truly admire. Like as many times as I went and saw Rush, I got something out of that every time.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't have to wait a year. I didn't buy a ticket. I had to wait a year to see it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like they came around, we bought a ticket, we went and saw it. Then we
Yeah.
went to LA and saw it again, or we went to Vegas and saw it again, or we went to Albuquerque and saw it again. Wherever they were going next,
Yep. Follow them around.
we doubled that tour up every time. Dude, we went. I seen them in Frisco. I seen them all over the place.
Yeah, I remember when Nine Inch Nails was on tour for the Downward Spiral. We followed them for like 7 different shows all throughout the East Coast.
Look, Rex comes in. He doesn't say hi to any of us, but he says hi to Grey Wolf.
Hi, Rex.
What's up, Rex? So today, Max, over on Peeled, we're going to show the movie that Brian will be talking about on Sunday night on the Horror Movie Club. I
Mhm.
started doing that, playing the actual movie.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw
You
you were
know.
doing that.
Yeah. So, I mean,
Cool.
that's what I mean. We can go ahead and roll a couple movies from the madness over on
Yeah,
Peeled.
that'd be
sweet,
cool, man.
You know. Yes, Rex. Hello, brother. Hello, brother. How you doing? How you doing?
All right. Well, I got to take off. It was nice to come by and say hi. I was figuring I'd come see what's going on for Christmas with you, Pops. I was on with Doc the other day.
What's really going on is we're trying to get another gaming stream going.
Okay.
We got a couple people that are wanting to. Chris wants to do another Slaughterville. Nem wants to do one, so you wouldn't have to. You could actually play.
Yeah, I was saying, let me know if I can actually play because
Yeah.
I'm burnt out on running games.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to go right back into running when that one ended. You did 39 fucking weeks, dude. That
Yep.
was
It was a long it was a long slog. It took a while.
it was a long campaign, but it was fun every time.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was
time.
super
Good
fun. I mean, what was it? The Cholt one, the Tomb of Annihilation. That was fun.
Yeah. It was a blast too, though, man. I don't know if you saw any of the Slaughterville one that Chris.
Not really. I mean, I watched a couple episodes, but that was right around the time when I was leaving my apartment. So
that's where Killer Karen came from.
Yep.
So I mean, the characters had enough life in them that they actually grew out of the game and are doing. You know what I mean?
That's cool, man. That works. That's how. I mean, Mary Machine Gun actually came from a D&D game. That was the original character came from that. So
that reminds me also. Would you ask Johnny if he'd allow me to interview his human hunter on the fourth wall?
Yeah,
fourth
sure.
wall interviews.
I'm sure he could do that. I mean, Johnny's cool with coming on the show anytime. So
well,
just
it's
let me know
not
what you
Johnny
wanna
though. We're interviewing his.
Well, yeah.
You know.
You just got to tell me when you want to do it, and he'll definitely be there.
We can tape it anytime. Just ask him if he'd be willing to do it. If he
will.
can get into the. I know he can because he played the character in a game. So I know he can be that guy and let me interview him as a character.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
Sweet.
All right. Well, I'll ask him. Well, thanks a lot for having me on, Pops. I'll talk to you guys later. See you
Max,
later.
nice hanging out with you, man.
You too, man. Bye.
Bye.
And yes, it is a very nice hat with specific pins on them and stuff.
My hat.
It's got a Seahawk. I don't care about that.
It's Blue Friday, man. I got to wear my colors.
All right, so should we take a little hour break before we do the movie? I still got to set it all up. So.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What's the name of the movie now?
Oh, what movie was it? What movie was it, Brian? It was called The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. It's what's the movie? It's Deadly Games is the movie, but it's the Joe Bob Briggs version, so it's got some commentary and you know what I mean, like goofy stuff from Joe Bob.
Right.
Kind of like what we did last week. Kind of like what we did to old Macbeth last week.
Make me bad.
But yeah, man, we will be back. Rex, if you don't know about Pilled Levi, I'll clue you in. We will be over there at 3:00, and we will start the movie Deadly Games.
Yeah,
The
Rex,
Jim
come up.
Adams
Hang
drama.
out.
Yeah, and that's how we do it, people. Let's see. Do I have anything else that I need to speak on? Anything we need to speak on? Tonight, ID show, 7:00. 7:00. And I don't know if RJ has anything for Critical Blast or not. And then Ryan has Freewheeling Friday tonight with Bobby Nash Part 2.
Nice.
So, you know.
Very cool.
It's all action. Rex got shows all day, every day now, man.
Come hang out during the movie, Rex.
Yeah. Come hang out for the movie. But I mean, you can hang out with us actually watching the movie in the stream, or you can be in the chat, either way. But you know, you're always welcome. I think with that, we're gonna be out of here. A little madness show crawl for you. Check it out.
Laters.
On the tube and feel the vibe. Every show you crave right here live. Heroes and villains clash in the night. Madness Comic Network sets it right. Scroll through the list, find what you need. Epic battles and fast-paced speed. From capes to cosmic space delight. Tune in and watch your favorites ignite. On Facebook, share the thrill so grand. On X, the buzz across the land. Madness Comic Network all around. In every episode, joy is found. Uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic brightens days. Oh! New uploads, they never end. Superheroes and their friends. Catch every twist and every turn. Madness Comic, you will yearn. Stay up to date with every twist. Madness Comic, don't miss a gist. From laughter to tears, every mood. Madness Comic sets the groove. Click that button and subscribe. Catch the wave and ride the tide. Join the fun, join the craze. Madness Comic bright.